Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Morgan. Today's video, guys, we are going to do a July budget with me. And I kind of, this is only my second time doing it on video, so I kind of like pre-prep some of it. So I am paid bi-weekly. So I do budget for the whole month, but then I break it down to every 2 weeks. So let's go ahead and see what I got going on here. So for the month of July, all right, let's see here. So I got this beautiful calendar from Snow Gardener 307 for being a part of her membership. Now what I do is, I think I discussed this in my previous video with budgeting with me, is I do velocity banking. So I use my credit cards to pay a majority of my bills. Okay, so what I have here is my credit cards, and I have them color coded and numbered. And then over here I have when the due date of that credit card is due and when the statement date closes, so I know when I can start spending on that credit card again. So for example, right here, on the 3rd, my credit one, which is my number 1 credit card, is due. And the statement closing date is here on the 7th. So I don't spend anything on that credit card until after the 7th. So you can see here it's highlighted in pink. Those are the bills that I will be paying with that credit card. Anything in yellow is paid on my checking account. Okay, most likely they're subscriptions or medical and can't go on a credit card. Or I just haven't moved them around yet. Let's see what else. Number 3 credit card is my Capital One. It's due on the 10th, but I pay it on my first paycheck. That way there's money on there longer, and that way my interest would be lower. So it's due on the 10th, and its closing statement is on the 3rd or on the 15th. So then on the 16th, I'm going to pay my electric, my med ed. And so forth with each credit card. So you can see that that's how that's all laid out. So from here, what I'll do is I will come over here to my bi-weekly budget sheet. Okay. So this is my bi-weekly budget sheet. This is something that I created. I don't have it listed on Etsy or anything like that. If anyone's interested, let me know. But it fits everything for me. So what I'm going to do here is I'll go over the budgeted section with you guys for each pay. So let's see. So pay date here is going to be, let's see here, July 1st through July 14th. And this is going to be, I always do pay period week 1. Okay. And usually I just pick a color and highlight the month that we're in. There we go. Okay. So income 1 is mine. So I get paid $1,572 every 2 weeks. My additional income is $320 every 2 weeks. And rollover, it looks like we're rolling over. I'm just going to put $1. I think it's $1 and some extra change. And then I also have an additional $30 that I'm going to put towards this. So we should have $1,923. Okay. So how I'm going to do this is, let me look to make sure. 1 second. All right. Excuse me. Let me get my highlighters. Blue, yellow, green, pink, and purple. There we go. All right, so I don't think I highlighted the pay. I did not. All right, So what I'll do is, let me get, sorry, I think I'm using all the colors. Okay. So I'll use these two colors here. Okay, so we're going to do pay period 1. All right, so that's going to be paycheck 1, my first one. And then we'll do paycheck 2 because I get paid on Tuesdays. Is the 15th through the 28th. And then the 29th through the 30th. I'm sorry, through the 31st, we will use this green color. Okay. Perfect. All right, so let's go here. Okay. So we're going to have, on the 1st, we're going to have credit card number 1. And we're going to pay $451. Now this is going to include additional interest, $41 for additional interest. It's going to be my trash bill for $40. It's going to be my car insurance, which is Erie, and that's $245. And then my internet, and that is $90. Okay, so that is going to be, number 1 is pink. Okay, and then we're going to have credit card number 3 is my Capital One. So additional interest is $62 plus my electric bill of $357 or $385, I think. So we're going to pay $437. MedEd is my, let me see something. Let me get my calculator. I just want to make sure. All right, so 385 plus 62 interest. No, what was it? 375? Yeah, 375. So MedEd is going to be 375. Okay. So that is going to be 1 credit card there. Okay. So then on the 10th, let's see, we will have a bill account, and that's going to be, now I pay usually $80 a week towards one of our car payments. So that's going to be for July 3rd and July 10th, and that's going to be $160. And then on July 9th, my refrigerator, that is $62. But I am doing the snowball effect with that one, the snowball method. So I'm actually going to be paying $150 because I have $74 for my hot water heater that was paid off. And I have $16 from something else that was paid off. So I'm actually going to be paying $150 for that. And then we have Netflix, which is on the 10th. And that's $27. Then we have my son's Xbox subscription, and that is $22. Oh, you know what I forgot? That up here I need to put there's one more bill. My mom's trash bill, and that is going to be $35. Okay, so let's do this. There we go. Oops, and I'm not going to put that there. And that price is already added up into that. I just forgot to write it down. Okay, so then I give myself additional $40 for spending. $280 stays in the account, and that is for groceries for 2 weeks. And then $30 stays in the account, and that's for gas for me. So that is going to be a total. Let's add this up here. Hopefully you guys can see it. We have $451, $437, $160, $150, $27, $22, $40, $280, and $30. So that is going to be, why does that not seem right? Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's going to be a total of $1,597. And we're going to subtract that by the $1,923, which is going to give us $326 to stuff. So as I talked before, for the month of July, I'm not going to be doing a lot of games and challenges. I'm going to do cash stuffing of my sinking funds, and maybe like my box challenges, just because of vacations, and July is a crazy busy month for us. Okay, so let's see here. So for groceries, I'm going to budget $15 for 2 weeks. Eating out's $15. $15 for pets. $20 for medical. $15 for spending. And this is for my wallet. Okay. So that is going to be $115, right? So we have 1, 2. Yeah, 115. So we have 115 minus the 326. That gives us 211 for our sinking funds. All right, so these I did change up a little bit. So this one is going to be, let's see. This one is going to be my car sinking fund. That is going to get $30. Kid needs is going to get $15. And we'll do vacation, $25. We'll get to play in our vacation binder, hopefully. And then we'll do our memories binder, which is $20. We'll have our Xmas binder, Christmas binder, we'll do $25. Nothing for spending. And then we'll do our birthday binder, which would be $10. So that should be $125. 30. Yep. So $125 minus the $211, that gives us $86. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to do our friends yet, and we're going to do, let's do $26 in our friends, and then $60 in our box challenge. So we have 86, oops, 60 plus 26 is 86. So that will give us 0. Okay. So that is week 1, pay period the 1st through the 14th. Okay. Now that looks good. Let me just, yep, that looks really good. Okay. So let's go over here. And this is going to be week 2. And this is going to be the 15th through the 28th and July. Okay, so for this one, this is actually, let's see here, 320. My income, 1571, 320. Rollover, we should have $2 for rollover. And then I'm going to put mom. My mom contributes $155 towards her phone bill and her trash bill. So that should give us $2,048 to budget for this week. Okay. So the first one is going to be, all right, we have credit card number 2. So with the interest, this one is also going to pay additional interest of $20 plus my water bill. So that is going to be $353. Okay, and that guy is yellow, so let's highlight him yellow. Okay, then we will have our phone bill, which is T-Mobile, right? And that is $365. And then I'll have my daughter's Xbox subscription, and that should be $12. ROG is our orthodontist. My son has braces, and I had Invisalign. So that is $225 a month. And then we have credit card number 4, and all we're going to do is pay the monthly payment plus additional interest. So we're going to pay $143 for that guy. We're not going to put anything additional on him. Okay. And then we have a line of credit, which is $74. I have combined, which is combined insurance, which is like a supplemental insurance. That's $44 a month. And then I have my laptop, which is $51. We have Disney Plus, which is $32. And then we will have our car for the 24th of $80. Okay, so that's $353 plus, oops, $353 plus $365 plus 12, $225, $143, $74, $44, $51, $32, and $80. Oh, plus my $40 for spending, $280 for groceries, and $30 for gas. Okay. All right, so that should be $1729 minus the 2,048 that's available to budget. So that leaves us with 319. Okay, so for groceries, we are actually going to budget $30. Eating out, we're going to do 20. Pets, 20. Medical, 20. Spending, 20. Okay, we'll do 20 down the board. So that's 150. So we have 319 minus 150. It leaves us with 169. Okay, so we're going to do kid needs. Change this up a little bit here. That's going to be 30. Then we're going to do yearly. We're going to put $10 in there. Car, we're going to do 20. Vacation is going to be 30. Memories is 10. And birthday is also 10. So that should be 110. So we have 10, 30, 20, 10, 30, 10. Yep. So 169 minus 110 is $59. And okay. And I didn't do this right because I wanted money to play in. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, I figured it out. So we are actually, let's see, we're going to do 20 here. Let's see, 20 for groceries, 20 for eating out. We're going to do 15 for pets, 20 for medical, 15 for spending, and 15 for kids. So that should be 125. Sorry for shaking you guys. 125. So we have 319 minus 125 equals 194. So 194 minus 110 should be $84. Okay, and then I'm going to do okay, and that should be $84. And that should give us $1. So we'll do $26 for our friends, 58 in our box challenge, 84. That will give us a 0 balance then. Okay, so the last week, there's only one bill that's due. Let me flip back and show you. There's only one bill which is due, which is the car. So I'm not going to show that budget this week. I'm going to show it in August's budget with me. Okay. So then what I do from there is I come back over here to Marlene's cash envelope breakdown. And I have broken everything out into the denominations that I need. The blue is going to be my week 1. And then the red would be week 2. And that's how I know what I'm, spending and playing with. So then I go to the bank on week 1. I break everything down and oops, hello kitty. And then I put it into the proper envelopes that I'm going to play with for that day for the video. But because I'm not doing that, I'm going to just do cash stuffing and maybe 1 or 2 games. That should be it. Oh, silly kitty. So then from there, let's see what else. I know I talked about tracking my spending. I wanted to just double check everything for June and I didn't do it. So I had printed it. I'm going to try to do it again for July. And then once I do my reallocation for June and I close out June, you guys will see I started doing, I'll just double go through my bill tracker here and make sure that everything is paid off for the month of June. And then I'll also come over here to my cash and stuffing slip, and this is for my credit card that I use. I'll pull all this money out of my envelopes and return it back to the credit card. But I'll do that when, probably with my reallocation video. All right, so thanks for hanging out with me again today, guys. I hope this isn't too long of a video. Hopefully, the more I do the budget with me, with you guys, it will come a lot smoother and I'll be able to zoom right through it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Bye.